Well, hello, good evening, Lupus warriors all around the world, and welcome to another video brought to you by the Lord's Lupus and Support channel. Happy Friday, everyone. Can you believe it? Friday is here. The weekend is upon us, and I hope that this video finds you doing as well as possible. I really hope that you have had a fantastic Friday, and I hope that you will have an even more amazing weekend. You know, there's something about Friday when it rolls around. It gives us a little bit of extra pep and um, a little bit of, spunk, to our day. It gives us a little bit of extra pep to our step. But I want to ensure you that we don't have to wait until Friday to feel, what they call the Friday vibes or get that Friday feeling. We can experience that Monday through Sunday. All we have to do is take a look at that we're here, we're alive. We have the experience of seeing another sunrise and another sunset. And so we can pull down those Friday vibes and those Friday feelings Monday through Sunday. We don't have to wait until Friday to experience that. But speaking of Friday, since today is Friday, I bring a video with some lupus facts. And so I call it Lupus Facts Friday, in which I discuss some facts about lupus, some known and some unknown. And tonight's topic is going to be a very important topic regarding lupus. It's a topic that we know all too well. It's a topic that unites us on our lupus journey. It's a commonality that we have no matter what walk of life or where we are in the world. It's something that lupus warriors have in common. It's something that puts us on a level that sometimes other people cannot understand. And it's a topic that sometimes we wish that we could live without that part of lupus. And so, what is the topic that we're going to talk about tonight? We're going to talk about lupus and pain. Lupus and pain. And I guarantee you, 100% of you watching this video, 100% of the lupus warriors around the world will say, oh, yes, I've had my encounter and my experience with lupus and pain. Lupus and pain go hand in hand. They're synonymous to one another. If there's a diagnosis of lupus, there's a diagnosis of chronic pain as well. As we know, lupus is a very painful disease. It's a disease with 1,000 faces and 1,000 symptoms. And one of those symptoms is chronic pain. As a matter of fact, chronic pain is one of our chief complaints pre-lupus diagnosis and post-lupus diagnosis. It's probably what brought us into the doctor's office to try to figure out what was going on with us, along with some other things. And it's also what causes us to make appointments and have to see other specialists because we're experiencing some sort of pain in an area of our body. And so what exactly is meant by chronic pain? Well, anytime chronic is attached to any type of illness, it means that the onset has been slow and steady. It has grown more intense or gotten worse over time. And it means that the person will deal with it for a lifetime. So chronic pain and lupus, both of them are chronic diseases. And it's something that, it starts off slow. You may not even, the symptoms may be so mild you don't pay attention to it. But as it gets worse, you start to pay attention to it. And it will send you, it will drive you to a point of trying to seek help and get some comfort. You want to alleviate your discomfort. And, you know, um, the chronic pain, is very different from acute pain. It's the opposite of acute pain. Acute comes on suddenly, it's intense suddenly. It comes out of nowhere. But chronic takes a little bit of time. And unfortunately, chronic means that you deal with it for a lifetime. And so when we discuss lupus and pain, what is it that we can say to help people understand, our chief complaint, which is the painfulness of lupus. And so one of the questions would be, well, what type of pain do we experience? Well, we experience sharp pain, dull pain, achy pain, throbbing pain, shooting pains, and stabbing pains, and hopefully not all at once, but at some point during our lupus journey, we've, experienced all of these descriptions as part of our pain. Another question that will help someone to understand, when we're dealing with chronic pain would be, are we always in pain? As a lupus warrior, are we always experiencing some type of pain? And the answer would be absolutely yes. When it comes to chronic pain, you're always, experiencing some type of pain or trying to manage, some sort of pain. Yes, do we have pain-free moments? Yes, but they are few and far in between. The type of pain that is experienced is the type of pain that can interfere with a person's quality of life. For instance, having pain that keeps you up all night, you can't sleep, or having pain that lasts for a 24-hour or more period of time, that can interfere with your quality of life. The most pain that we experience, though, get this, is when we're dealing with a flare. There's the trigger and there's the flare up. And I guarantee you that most lupus warriors would tell you the worst pain that I've ever felt is when I'm dealing with a flare. If I had to compare the chronic pain that we deal with lupus, if I had anything that I could compare it to help someone to understand better the experience that we have, it would be comparing the chronic pain with lupus to the flu, in a severe case of the flu. With the flu, there's the achiness and everything, and if it's severe, it will put you down for a while. And so just imagine if you had a severe case of the flu that lasted for a year, that lasted for 3 years, that lasted for 5 years, or that lasted for a lifetime. That is how I would compare the chronic pain that a lupus warrior experiences. And so it leads us to the next question. Well, where do we experience this pain? Well, my answer to that, everywhere. There's not a place in our body that lupus cannot touch us with pain, that lupus cannot reach us and cause pain. Lupus can touch us in the area of our joints, such as painful, knees, legs, ankles, feet, hands, hips, neck, back, shoulders. Lupus can touch us in the area of pain in the form of a nagging headache. And not just, any old headache. It's a headache that doesn't seem to want to go away. It's a headache that you can experience and feel all over, You may experience it in some parts, but it affects the entire head. It may even affect the ears, the eyes, and you may even experience jaw pain when lupus touches your head area. Lupus can touch you in the form of pain when trying to sit up or get out of bed after lying in a sleeping position all night. Trying to get up can be very painful. Your joints may make you feel as though you're the Tin Man and you need some oil in order to get yourself moving for the day. Lupus can touch us in the area of pain as far as in our chest. Taking a deep breath, inhaling. Sometimes there's pain when trying to inhale and take a deep breath. Lupus can touch your abdominal area with pain, such as heaviness and tenderness. It feels like there's a ton of bricks that you're carrying in your abdominal area. Lupus can touch us in the form of striking nerve pain. It can touch us as well in our hands and our feet due to cold sensitivity or weather changes. The hands and the feet may swell up. They may become numb. There may be tingling. There may be feelings as though there's pins and needles going through your hands and your feet. Now, this list that I'm giving you as far as the areas that we experience with pain, I'm quite sure other lupus warriors could add to this list. It's not all inclusive. But this is just a few things that I would like to point out today, during our Lupus Facts video. Lupus can touch us in the form of your legs and knees giving out. You could try to walk across the room or go up the stairs, and there's a pain that can hit you so seriously that it brings you to your knees. Lupus can also touch you in the form of worsening pain due to weather changes. You know, I've heard so many lupus warriors say, I can tell that it's going to rain. I'm beginning to ache. Or I hate this rainy weather because it's causing my lupus to act up. I'm feeling a lot of achiness in my joints. Lupus can also, impact, chronic pain can also impact a lupus warrior in the form of when there's cold weather, when there's changes in the humidity, high humidity, or the humidity drops too low. Lupus can also touch in the area, lupus pain can also touch in the area of when a lupus warrior is out in the sun exposure, which can lead to a flare, which can lead to pain throughout the body. So lupus can touch us everywhere. There's no place off limits, okay? And so I hope that, the information, the facts that we received on tonight, that we can use it to open up a dialogue. That is some information that we can use when we're trying to explain or talk about our pain to others, when we're trying to describe our pain to our primary care or our medical professionals. I hope that this information can be useful and helpful in all areas when it comes to talking about, the chronic pain that we experience as lupus warriors. So I don't want the video to be too long. I'm going to wrap it up right now. Remember that there is life after lupus. Lupus warriors, take care of yourself. Stay strong. Stay encouraged. Stay safe and stay healthy. Stay blessed. Know that God loves you with all of his heart. And I will talk to you very soon on the next video. Bye for now, my friends. Have a fantastic Friday and a great weekend. Talk to you soon on the next video. Bye.